All right, so Dumpster Diver back at it again. What do we have here? Remember, so in a previous video, I had a box under this, and I actually showed this, and I said if you ever do actually ever come across these, buy them by the pound. Okay. Now someone's actually sitting there like, "Yo, John, you actually bought it?" Yeah, actually, the auction online was for this here. Let me actually see if I can get the actual weight for you right now because I have the bottom one here. So what you're looking at, and I want to clearly make sure that you guys actually understand this. So I'm going to put it up right now. What we have here, okay, is definitely something interesting right now. This, if you're looking at it, okay, this is what you actually have as 28.4 pounds of circuit board connectors, backplanes, cards for gold scrap recovery, right? So I paid for this item online on eBay, okay? And I'm actually going to show what it was. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to show it. 28.4 pounds. I bought it from GRView and I paid 120 bucks for it, okay? Now, most people are like, is that worth it, okay? Now, I'm going to break down why I would say it's worth it, okay? So 28 pounds of this, okay? Now, what we know from our equations, let's look at three things first. What is this worth? Okay? Each of these pieces in here is worth about $1, okay? Because what we have is we have a gold finger here. We actually have three pieces, and it's front and back, okay? So we got our gold finger. On top of that, we also actually have these pieces here, which slots would slide into. Now you're going to end up having gold inside of this with the gold pins. So these parts have to reverse electroplate. You can put these in acid, but I would reverse electroplate these parts here just to make sure everything is good on the safe side right now. Now, there's a possibility that it's plastic and it may not be able to be reverse electroplated because it would heat up. So for stuff like that, you might have to put them in acid just to be sure. Okay, but again, it's up to how you want to do it. Now, the components on this don't appear to be MLCCs right now, and there's no other gold on that, so the rest of this can actually throw out. Okay, and these capacitors here, you really won't need them because they might have also puffed up or exploded. So the only thing of value on this right now is actually just the fingers and the slots. That's it. Now, what is that worth? Well, I already know one thing. 1 pound of gold fingers sells for about $100 online on eBay. Sometimes you'll find them a little bit more expensive, but again, remember the golden rule. Just because someone is selling it at like 150 a pound or 200 a pound doesn't mean someone's actually going to pay you for that. Okay? It doesn't mean that. I don't care if you're selling these at $200 a pound. I'm not paying for it. That's way too much. Okay? Because I already know I'm going to get at least two grams out of it. And 2 grams nowadays is $60 times two is 120. Why would I give you $100 for something that's worth 120 when I still haven't even done the chemical work yet? Right? Way too pointless. Now, why did I buy this? At 28 pounds, I already can do the math on one small simple thing. If I have 28 pounds of this and I break these off, right? And I'm going to take this, break this up here, and I've got 3 pounds of gold fingers. I already know 3 pounds of these times 100 is $300, right? And so let me go back to what I actually paid. Let me see, because it was supposed to be. Actually, oh, wait a minute. No, wrong one. Sorry. Yeah, this is 26 pounds of circuit board riser card back planes with fingers. Okay, so this is 26 pounds. I apologize about that, right? 26 pounds there. Okay. So I already know that if this is 26 pounds in here, right? And I'm just going to do some simple math, right? Simple math is basically this. How much of the gold finger makes up this board? Well, if I cut this in half, right? Right? I cut it in half. That means the rest of this here is going to be board and gold finger. Okay, what is that percentage? Well, if I take this little piece and put it here and here, I'm probably going to get 5. Okay, So if I do that 5 and 10, I'm going to get at least 10% of that. So 10% of whatever that weight would be with these would probably be in gold fingers. It doesn't include these, right? So if I take 26 pounds divided by 10, I get 2.6. So 2.6 pounds of gold fingers. Is that worth it? 2.6 pounds of that right off the bat? Probably, right? 2.6 pounds, and I'm going to take 60 times 4. So that's 120, that's 240 bucks, right? So 240 bucks, and that's selling at retail. That's not the amount of gold. 240 bucks out of what I paid for this. Yeah, so I've got 240 bucks just in gold fingers. Now remember the one key thing, right? That's just the much you made. That has nothing to do with getting the gold out of these slots here. So I can still cash in on the gold slots. On top of that, I could still, if anything, sell this as board, right? So I could probably still take this to a metal place and sell it as board just like that. And again, make some more money on top. So I could make my money selling the gold here, these gold fingers, make money, make the gold off of the slots, pocket that. I'll probably get maybe 10 grams out of it, maybe at least, that might be 600 bucks. And then I could still sell the boards. Now, let's say you can't make money selling the boards. You might still get some money off of that here with the grams. Like even if you only got 4, you're good to go. You would have made your money back. Now remember, you still have to pay for acids, including borax, in order to melt this. And you have to make sure that that gold is clean, clean, clean. What do I mean? The cleanest type of gold in carat is about 24 karat gold, which is the purest amount of gold you can get. Now, what we have here today is a very good amount. I like these boards because it's easy to do the math on them right now, okay? So this is what we have. This is what I like. And again, as I told you guys, if you're ever bored or upset, just go ahead and look at your gold. All right? So this is what we have. Poor Dumpster Dive out.